Do you suffer from the gum disease known as gingivitis? Well, that's too bad, because this is Astro Bot. It's the reason I bought a PlayStation 5. I watched Asmongold play this game and decided I too need to play this game. And it gave me a reason to get the PS5, which I was going to skip. Figured there's nothing really exclusive and they all come out on the PC later anyway, so why bother getting a PS5 until I saw this little game and thought, no, I need it now. I have to get it. It took a while to get Astro Bot. After getting the PlayStation 5, I wasn't able to get both at once, but I'm so glad I was able to pick it up. We now bring you a live viewing of Elon Musk's wet dream. He's gonna go down on record that the PS5 was the first Skynet. Where's Waldo? He's somewhere in there, I know it. He's hiding in there somewhere. This is what a baby sees when it's being delivered. Warning, your CPU is not a suppository. And just like that, your PS5 is now out of warranty. I had to shake my controller to get that out of there. Luckily I'm used to those kinds of hand motions. So one thing that I will have to point out here, when walking and moving and things like that, you're going to notice the sound's going to be kind of quiet compared to what the music is playing. Same with like getting the coins and jumping around and stuff like that. And that's because the sound is actually coming through the speaker in my controller, which is not being recorded. So while I could hear all the different sounds that are going on, you guys get kind of a lighter version of it, but you're not really missing out on much. So, yeah, everything's going to be fine and dandy. So now that we're past that point and getting to our first level, I want to take this time to kind of fanboy out about this game. This was 2024 Game of the Year, and I had to figure out why it was Game of the Year. What made this game Game of the Year? And from watching Asmongold play this game, I get it. I get it. I've also, just to put a little peel behind the curtain, I've played this game all the way through and have beaten it. When I recorded this is almost a year ago. And I'm just now getting around to getting the game out because I was working on other projects or had other things just going on. And didn't get this out in time. Really wanted to get it out when the game first came out. And I had a blast playing this game. They said that this is a love letter to PlayStation. Absolutely. So many references that they make in this game to different PlayStation things, from like the idle motions that Astro Bot will do, where he'll sit there, he'll pull out a PSP and just play with a PSP. That was astounding to me. It might have actually been a Vita. Who knows? But even that, to the little camera or controller action where you can flip them around and stuff like that, like the sensitivity or the sync, whatever it is they have in the PS5, like the way the sounds come out, it's like the sound of grass. If you're on grass, it sounds like it, and you get that kind of haptic feedback, which is what it's called with the controller. And it's awesome. Like, you go through sand, feels like you're going through sand. You get a little bit of a kind of pushback in your analog stick when you're walking through the sand. And then hearing the different sounds of like grass and stone and metal and stuff like that coming through the speaker on your controller, that was really cool. Like, of the consoles that are more recent, including now that we know Switch 2 is coming out, the ones that I would say that are more innovative has to be PS5 at this point. I don't think Xbox's new console really did it. I don't think they were really focusing on it as much as they are trying to get Microsoft and Xbox kind of like everywhere. You got Gears of War is going to be coming to PlayStation. So their focus is on something else other than improving a console. But Switch is usually the innovator when it comes to improving things, and there's not much improvement from the Switch to the Switch 2. You get kind of like a mouse movement type thing that you can do now, and it's not like that feature is going to be used for every single game that you have. There might be like some mini games that requires you to do that, or there may be like certain games that are made specifically for it that Nintendo puts out. But in all honesty, I don't see that controller feature being used that often. Whereas like the haptic feedback option is in just about every game that you play on the PlayStation. And it's super cool. I really liked it. I had a good time using my PlayStation, playing this game specifically, because they do have some games that really focus on the haptic feedback and the features of PS5. Just a small little cut there because I paused, and now we're back to it. But this is at the point too where I got an appreciation for platform games, whereas before I wasn't that big a fan. And then during the new year, new game, after playing so many different platformers, I was like, I appreciate this, and I want to go back and play more platformers. And look at this, look right here, it's Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. You guys, there's a lot of member berries in this one. You remember Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank on the PS2? I didn't play that game at all. I know the character. I had a friend who played the game, and I remember watching him play the game and thinking, like, this is a pretty cool game. Maybe I'll check it out. But it was a platformer game, and I was biased, and my stupid little head decided not to play Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 2 and just skip past it. So I missed out on those years when it first came out and getting to enjoy it. But since playing this game, my retro video game collection, I have a whole shelf dedicated solely to Sony Entertainment games. So they get their own little shelf, and I went and I bought the Ratchet and Clank bundle that they had that is, I want to say the first 3 games? It's either the first 4 or the first 3 games on the PlayStation 3. So it's the PlayStation 2 games, but they redid them in HD for the PlayStation 3. And then going forward, I'm just buying Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that. Like I wanted, after playing this game, want to go back and play all the PlayStation games that I didn't get to play. Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Man, I missed out on so many great platformers just because I didn't like platformer games. It was a stupid idea. I should have gone back and played all these when they first came out. But ode love letter to PlayStation and ode love letter to really just platformers in general, because you'll see some kind of references to other platforming games, and they've even mentioned too, the people who developed the Astro Bot game, about being inspired by other platformers. That's a suspicious looking mouth. That mouth. I'm afraid what people are gonna do that. Getting special abilities like these too. It took me a while to figure out exactly like what it does. We got that little jump booster. There it goes. Bam. And we're floating. It's a little feature. Like in different stages, you'll get different types of features, whether it be this one or something different. I'm not going to spoil it for the other videos, because you're going to see the entire playthrough of Astro Bot come through here. It's going to be great. And there's 2 puzzle pieces. I really take my time too and like look around to make sure I don't miss anything, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to go too far ahead in the stage and I won't be able to turn back to be able to get something, whether it be a bot that's missing or a puzzle piece that's missing. But I enjoyed this game immensely. I really wish I could go back and play it. No, I don't. No, that's a lie. I don't want to go back and play it again. If they do DLC, I'd get down and do some DLC with it. The only thing I have left to do now is there's a mission after you beat the entire story. There's like one area that they have you go to, and it's really difficult. It's because there's no checkpoints. So if you die in the stage, it starts you back over from the very beginning. And there's a whole lot of different features in it, and a lot of different like changes and stuff like that. So I'll get there. I'm almost about the 100% of this game on PlayStation 5. And here's our next little PlayStation bot. It's I forget what her name is. I think it was like Gizmo or something. I'm not that far into Ratchet and Clank to know what the new little main character is for the Ratchet and Clank series. But man, Jack and Dexter, I'm gonna go back and play that. I got Twisted Metal also, want to go back and play those as well. And I think I'm gonna do like a whole series where it's just like an ode to old school PlayStation, Sony games. I really want to get more into like retro gaming on my channel. There's a lot of things I want to do, just don't have the time to do it. Or I'm just so much. Whether it be doing different artwork or painting miniatures, playing certain games, like completing certain games as well. Like I'm currently trying to 100% Vampire Survivor. I'm not recording myself doing this just because it's a long process to do. And I really don't think it's going to be that interesting. Especially since it's like, from my first video where I played Vampire Survivor compared to where I'm at now, has been such a big jump, and you missed out on a lot of different stuff that has happened. They've got different adventures and different stages, different characters you've unlocked. There's characters I've already played through, and I kind of try to rotate the characters out and not really stick to one too much. But I just have 3 more achievements to do, but in order to do one of those achievements, I have to play the DLC, earn more weapons, because I have to banish 80 weapons in one run. That essentially means I gotta get to level 80 and banish every single weapon that I come across in order to get that one achievement. And I don't have enough weapons. So I gotta go through all their DLC and get some of the newer weapons. Oh, here comes another little plane bot here. And, we're gonna zoom in on that little guy over here. There we go. I noticed the zoom feature at this point. There it is. Yeah, flip them around. Woo! Woo! God, I enjoyed doing that. I did it every time that I picked a bot up. I didn't care who it was. And having to be that, just gotta check everywhere. There are so many hidden secrets and stuff like that in platformer games. So I make sure to take a little extra detail on all the different stages. But I think you guys are going to really enjoy this video game series. Not only is it like you're not getting me as I'm playing, talking, you're getting me recording my voice after I've already played the game. So like my focus isn't so much on looking and doing things in the game and I get like distracted and not sure what to talk about. Now it's just regular distraction. When I go on a tangent about something and then go off topic, talk about something else, and then forget what I was originally talking about. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have old man retro game memory person. That's what you're getting. Look at him dance. Let him do those dances. I wasn't sure what to do with that. Luckily, it's a very friendly game, and it tells you what you're supposed to be doing, what buttons to press. We just had to get it at the right moment, so we got those extra coins. And we'll see what those coins are for later on. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video of Astro Bot. Goodbye.